Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about mature skin foundations because let's be honest, not all formulas are created the same, and once you're over 35 you already know that the wrong base can add years to your face. In this video I'm going to be breaking down some of the top picks when it comes to foundations for mature skin. I'm talking about addressing all of those things that unfortunately we deal with as we get older. And just a very quick note, I am in my mid-40s, so I am well into the aging process. Yes, I have Botox a couple of times a year. I get some non-invasive treatments done, no filler though. I take care of myself and I do me really. So you do you, whatever you think you want to do, but I'm here to just talk about makeup and explain to you exactly what works and why it works. And having worked on so many clients, being a professional makeup artist for over 20 years, I think I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about no fluff, no sponsored content today. We're just talking about foundations that truly work with mature skin rather than against it. This is all about education today, so I'm not going to be applying it to my face, but I do want to show you. I think you're going to walk away with a better understanding of what your skin truly needs. Let's get into the first one, which is the MAC Studio Radiant Serum Powered Foundation. This is a hybrid serum foundation, so it's really infused with a lot of skincare, which is good, the good stuff for your skin. It's quite fluid, but not like super runny. It like glides on the skin. It feels really good on the skin. It's just really, really easy to apply. The coverage level is light to medium, but it is buildable. I would say you could get an ultralight finish with this, but with one pump, you can very easily get a really good medium coverage finish to this. It's not exactly designed to be full coverage, but at the end of the day, if you've got mature skin, are you really looking for full coverage? It's more about glow and radiance, to be honest, and trying to disguise the lines and the crepiness that you get as you get older. The finish is, in one word, juicy. That's literally the best way I could describe this foundation. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. It's a luminous finish, think like satin, but not dewy. And you can mattify it in the morning so that by midday you're looking at getting like that very natural healthy dewiness come through. Like not dewiness, like this natural kind of, your natural radiance comes through. And it's definitely not greasy, by the way. The skin benefits to this are that it's infused with over 33 ingredients, or 33 or less than 33, I don't know, round about that figure. It's got hyaluronic acid in there, vitamin E. It hydrates and plumps the skin, hence the juicy skin look that you get. And over time, it actually improves your texture. Now, why exactly is this so good for mature skin? It gives you the radiance, but without the shimmery finish. It gives you that kind of like lit from within glow, and it definitely doesn't sit in your fine lines. I feel like I've never had to struggle with this foundation when it comes to like foundation settling in those deep fine lines or even fine lines. Well, it's not deep fine lines, is it? It's like either deep lines or fine lines, but it doesn't settle into the lines. I feel like if you've got like dull skin, or you feel like you've lost that kind of, like if your skin looks tired, this is going to kind of bring back life to your skin. It doesn't like catch onto dry areas and cling to it. It doesn't like cake up on the skin. Now, a very quick tip for you when it comes to applying this. I would personally recommend applying this with a brush. I just think any foundation for mature skin is applied perfectly with a really, really good brush. And the brush that I would recommend is the BK Beauty 106 brush. You can get a discount with my code, which is Nina 10. And yeah, I would say that's one of my favorite brushes for foundation application, no matter what the foundation. And I would say you can apply this with a damp sponge as well. I would say a damp sponge is your best friend if you have mature skin, but you can use a brush as well, because it's not just about using a tool which is damp. It is also about the amount of hydration that you have on underneath as well. As long as your skin is nice and supple underneath before you apply foundation, you're good to go. By the way, if you get anything from this video, which I really do hope that you already have got something, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell, because those three little things actually mean so much to this channel. It actually does help my channel to grow, and I'd really, really appreciate it from you. Moving on to the next, the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. Some of these names are like super long, so I'm just going to keep it sweet and short, short and sweet. Basically what I remember the name to be, but you'll know what I'm talking about. This is a traditional foundation formula. I would say that the formula is a little bit more, I would say it's round about the same, maybe a little bit more fluid than the MAC one, but it's very lightweight, super lightweight on the skin. It evens out your skin, it's undetectable on the skin, so it really does look like skin but it gives you like just the perfect amount of coverage. It's very light coverage. It gives you good coverage. Like, you're going to get that even finish to your skin. It's more about, I would say this probably will give you more of a tint than anything, but I think it's really good for anyone who has mature skin, who wants that ultra natural skin-like finish. It is like a very natural matte finish. Like, I would say, natural matte. It's not greasy, it's not oily, but it does kind of like, because it's so thin and it does replicate, like, it just makes your skin look better. I would say it just gives you that very subtle matte finish to the skin. It's definitely long wearing and sweat proof, so perfect if you're in any kind of heat. I'd say the biggest pro for this foundation is that it has this really nice blurring, smoothing effect on the skin. So it's perfect for mature skin. You can apply this with a damp sponge brush or even your fingers because it's so lightweight. So moving on to the next one. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer, absolutely amazing. Love this for mature skin. It's a cream gel texture, so it's actually not that traditional tinted moisturizer, like fluid finish. It's not like super fluid. It almost feels like a skincare product, but it melts into the skin so well. The coverage for this is sheer to light. It's definitely meant to enhance and not cover. It's a dewy, healthy finish for your skin. Plus, I love that this has SPF 30 in there, so it's perfect to protect your skin, which is exactly what we need. This is perfect for anyone who wants a lightweight finish. And if your skin is more on the drier side, this is definitely for you. The next foundation is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. Someone started drilling downstairs, so I'm really, really sorry, but I just feel like this person is like never ending doing their... Can you hear that? I literally want to like throw something at this person. That's what I want to do. It's so annoying. It's like he knows when I'm about to speak, and it's very short bursts of drilling. It's like I'm like this, and then it starts. It's like he's actually spying on me, whoever it is. Anyway, the next foundation is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. The fluid texture of this can make you feel like it's going to be like super sheer, but actually it gives you amazing coverage. It is like a very kind of fluid foundation. I would highly suggest putting this on with a brush, even a sponge. With your fingers is fine, but it can be a little bit too runny for that, I think. The coverage is sheer to full. So it's strange because it's not often you can get a foundation that actually gives you sheer coverage, but you can build it up to be a full coverage foundation too. Like, I find that pretty mind-blowing that there's one foundation that can give you all of those different coverage levels. It is perfect for building up. It's not one of those foundations that stays so wet on your skin that you can't keep building it up. And if you know what I mean, basically what I mean is if you put a foundation layer on and it's ultra light and it doesn't kind of settle and self-set a little bit, at least a little bit, then it's difficult for you to build on it because everything's just going to keep moving together. It gives you a natural skin finish. It's definitely more of a healthy, dewy finish rather than matte. But then again, when you have mature skin, you don't really want matte skin because that's going to just enhance any cakiness or dryness on the skin. It's water resistant, sweat proof. It's designed for face and body, and I feel like it really grips onto the skin well. I mean, why is this so good for mature skin? I would say this is one of the very few foundations that is actually really good for drier skin tones and mature skin because it doesn't cling onto the dry areas and it doesn't enhance texture on your skin. It doesn't feel cakey or heavy on the skin at all, even if you have built it up to a full coverage finish. The texture is very breathable, so it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't look heavy or cakey, but it also doesn't feel heavy or cakey on the skin. So your skin still is able to breathe and it doesn't clog your pores. If you are going to be building up the layers, I would highly suggest applying it layer by layer. So if you want to build up the coverage, don't just go in with a whole load of foundation thinking you're going to get full coverage. Apply a thin layer, let it settle down for a little bit, just a minute or so, then go in with another layer. In exactly the same application method, because that way you're getting an even finish every step of the way rather than just piling a whole load on and probably ending up with a cakey finish. Next up is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is a creamy liquid, so I would say it is slightly more on the thicker side, but not thicker in the sense where it's like heavy. It's just the formula is a little bit not as drippy as the others, I would say. It's definitely a slightly more thicker than the previous Dior one, but it's very easy to spread. The coverage is medium and it gives you like this luminous finish to your skin. It's very kind of like it's the name says, it's light reflecting, so it does give you that kind of like lit from within glow. It's a radiant finish, but it isn't overly glowy, and that's what I like about this, because at the same time we don't obviously want a matte finish because that enhances all the fine lines and wrinkles, but at the same time we don't want it to be super glowy where it's also enhancing fine lines and wrinkles, because, you know, it's just enhancing all of the texture. It's just the perfect kind of like, just the right point for you. It's perfect for like kind of like tired or dull skin because it does brighten up your skin really well. This is another foundation that's infused with skincare, and it also has niacinamide in here amongst other ingredients, which is really good at hydrating and just keeping your skin in good condition. It's good for kind of any redness that you might have, or just like blurring out the skin in general. I do feel like this foundation gives you that youthful bounce to your skin, which is really nice, and anyone over their 40s is going to want that. I would suggest when you apply this, let it set naturally first before you go in with your powder. I would say that's the case for most of them, but with this one in particular, I do feel like it takes a little bit longer for it to self-set. And when I say self-set, I don't mean self-set and then you leave it no powder. No, I don't think there's many foundations that are able to self-set in such a way so good that you don't need powder. But I would say let this settle down first, because if you let this self-set itself first before you go in with powder, that way you're not going to need as much powder. The next one is the Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation. This is a cream stick, so it's not a fluid foundation, and I know what you're thinking. Cream sticks, when it comes to light foundations, generally tend to be quite heavy and cakey on the skin, and you kind of assume you're just kind of like, you know, drawing it on, which I would never actually suggest for any foundation stick. But I do have to admit that this really melts into the skin. It is a medium coverage, but it is easy to build this up, and it gives you a really nice smooth finish to your skin. It's more of a kind of like radiant finish, and somehow, considering it is a stick foundation, it does give you a really nice kind of like glow to the skin. Great thing is it is good for your skin because it is packed with skincare, so it's very nourishing for the skin. I would say the reason I like this for mature skin is it's quite a buttery formula, so it doesn't dry up and cake on the skin. It's very flexible on the skin and easy to move around, and that's what I really like about it. I would personally say warm it up on the back of your hand first. Apply it onto the back of your hand, don't go straight onto the skin, and then use a brush or a sponge to apply it to your skin. If you're using a brush, then really kind of get it into the brush first before you get it into the skin. If you're using a sponge, make sure the sponge is a little bit damp, and then really work it into the sponge before you start dabbing it onto the skin. You're going to get a stunning finish with this if you do it this way, whether it's a brush or a sponge. So let's talk about these foundations very quickly. If you want glow and hydration, go with the MAC Studio Radiance foundation, or even the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. If you want coverage and blur, go for the Makeup Forever foundation and the NARS Light Reflecting foundation, because it's going to smooth everything out for you. If you want event makeup or like evening glam, go for the Dior Backstage Face and Body foundation. Like having mature skin, at the end of the day, we can't do anything about like much about it. You are going to age, your skin is going to change, right? And honestly, I feel like as I've gotten into my 40s, I've realized that it's not one of those things where it's an overnight thing. It is a kind of everyday thing. It changes. It's constantly going to change. Like, I feel like once you hit your 40s, that's it. That's when you're on the journey of aging. And that's when your skin, you're seeing how it's going to change. Like, it's a certain way today, but next week, next month, next year, it's going to be a different way. So your skin is always evolving and changing. It's going to go up and down, up and down. And it's really about finding formulas that work with your skin and not against it. I really do hope that this video and this curated list from me really does help you to understand what's going to work well for your skin and why I choose these foundations. It's all good and well coming up with a list for you guys and saying these foundations are great for you, but why is it important for you? Have you understood what your skin is like and how it's changing? And have you understood why this particular foundation is different from the next one that I'm saying is great for you? There's always going to be a list of foundations where you're going to get something from each of them, but not necessarily everything you need from every single one of them. So that's why I have gone into detail with why they are so good, what they're so good for, and then you can take your pick in terms of what is your priority when it comes to your skin's needs. Let me know in the comments below which ones you've tried out of everything I've listed. And also please do let me know if you have any suggestions for mature skin foundations, because I would love to try something out that maybe I haven't tried yet and see if it works for myself or even my clients. But other than that, guys, I'm going to see you on the next video, and thank you so much for watching. And please do again hit that like button and subscribe because it really helps my video out.